Okay, welcome to the 2023 Noosa Mining Conference. Very pleased this year to be able to interview Paul Cronin, co-founder and managing director of Adriatic Metals. Paul, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Tom.
You're one of the biggest companies presenting here at Noosa this year, and you are well and truly on your way to becoming Europe's next producer of base and strategic metals. So I just wanted to go through a few questions. The 2021 DFS, if you can talk us through the key outcomes there.
Yeah, open stoping, transverse and longitudinal. Very simple design to access multiple stopes simultaneously, allowing you to bring almost a cocktail of ore to surface that, based on our metallurgical test work, said that this is the right formula for feeding the plant. So in quite a few instances, we're downblending our ore before we feed it into the plant. But what we've been trying to get to in terms of that design was a consistent 250 to 300 million US of free cash flow each year. Now, we've managed to do that for the first 6 or 7 years, and then it starts to drop off. This new resource will extend that out. The interesting part, I think, from an investor perspective, it was originally 169 million of CapEx. We're going to come in at 182. So that CapEx number was estimated in July 2021. We've seen a lot of inflation since then. So we're only slightly over budget, which I think the team has done exceptionally well to manage that risk. The internal rate of return on that is over 130%. The payback on the whole project is around 8 months. So the economics are stellar. Now, where we need to think as a management team is, well, how do we grow that? Organic growth is absolutely delivering for us. And for, if I look at the exploration spend up to the end of 2023, it's been around $20 million. That will deliver for us multiple $billion of additional value. So that's been great. But as we start to look at those cash flows, we look at the payback of the debt, the potential leveraging options for the balance sheet as to where we want to take the company in terms of growth, factoring in how we want to give returns to shareholders in terms of dividends and share buybacks, it leaves us with an opportunity to implement a plan of inorganic growth through M&A that will really enable us to take our position inside Europe and grow this as a European-focused, multi-commodity producer. As we've seen recently, the European Union has released its Critical Minerals Act. That requires European countries to produce a certain percentage of what they need. And so we are uniquely positioned, I think, to be able to exploit the free cash flow, the resource growth that we've got in Bosnia, and a very experienced team of looking at potential assets and working out how to develop them. This is the first new mining project developed in Europe in quite some time outside of Zinjan's Timok project in Serbia. We have a very different approach in terms of project development to companies like Zinjan. We're very, very focused on sustainability and shared prosperity, and that's far better suited in a European context. So I think Adriatic Metals is very uniquely placed to be able to grow off this asset base and expand into other jurisdictions in Europe, whilst continuing to expand in our own territory in Bosnia.
Terrific. It's an amazing trajectory. Congratulations on such a rapid progression from exploration to production. Wishing you all the best for the ramp of both production and cash flow into late 2023. So thanks very much for your time.
Cheers, Tom. Thank you.